Just keep the comments peaceful, y'all. No attacks, all right? Keep it peaceful. Um, I was getting some downloads, and some of y'all will be getting some downloads that's going to change your life. It's going to help you to do some work that you've been struggling with. It could be inner work that has to do with other people, your family, or even your work life, okay? So just make sure that you're writing down any downloads that you're getting or any random guidance that you're getting from people who may even be of a different race or different nationality. They may even speak a different language than you. So look out for those people, okay? So you're being guided by people who are not like you in ways. People that are mostly not your family members. These could be random people on YouTube, all right? So I want to talk about not caring an F. I don't want to curse y'all. It's not a good time to be cursing. Um, so I want to give these other downloads before I lose them. Okay. So I was hearing like live in the moment because then every other moment after gets easier to do. So if you enjoy this moment, then when you go into the next moments, you'll be a higher vibration. You do have to gear yourself up energetically for the upcoming moments. So be mindful of how you end things in a moment because it affects all the other moments. So that was a download that was given to me by a ancient holy wise spirit. I got it. I felt touched by the spirit, and then I got confirmation on my TV. So some of you may not know that I often have Holy Spirits, ancient wise ones that stop in here and they give me a download, and then they give me confirmation if I doubt it. Um, I want to talk about how to get that to happen to you more often, but that'll be on my new location. So I'll be uploading a video today giving some secrets about how I how I got to this point spiritually where almost like I'm like right on time with the downloads like I am. But that video will be posted at my new location. Please email me your name, your screenshot of your YouTube. If you want the link to my new location, it's already been set up. Please don't share the link. I really want it to be like members only for a while, like only people who have been invited to know my new location online. I want y'all to see this here. I put this here on purpose, okay, because this is very important to the subject of this video. So the subject of this video is talking about not giving an F. Um, the thing is once you get into that mindset of I'm growing up, you start to care what other people think a lot. You start to be worried about what the world has to say about you. And that becomes a problem because you can't satisfy everybody. And you're not always going to be top notch in what you're doing according to everybody or how you look. So that's why it's important not to care because it just becomes exhausting. You're pleasing this person, and then when you stop pleasing that person, you're pleasing this person, then this person's not pleased, and it just gets messy. So be the best you can according to how hard you can work and how you can love you, and let that be enough. If other people do not accept that, then that's their problem. Look, people out here want you to care what they think. Some people, that's the only validation that they go after when they go out here in these streets in the mornings. They're just looking for people to care about what they think. That gives them power and fuel. That makes them start to be more confident about themselves without them ever doing any internal work on themselves, without them ever purging or fixing themselves in ways they need fixed, So you're letting them get away with staying damaged and staying broken. So this is why you have to put out that energy that I really don't care. I don't really care what you think. I'm out here to do business. I'm out here to get my dark roasted coffee. I'm out here to get my sunshine and my walk in. And it's happened to God. I really don't care. You force them into internal work. Okay? You're pushing them to worry about what they care about. Worry about, you push them into worrying about who they focus on. Okay? Because some people are trying to pretend like they don't care what other people think, but want you to care what they think. Yeah. It's sort of like they're in denial or running from the denial part of themselves. They're the ones that care what other people think, but they're putting on a facade so that you will care what they think. And it is a narcissistic type of mind game, and it's going on everywhere. Some of y'all know you can feel that people want you to care what they think. You can feel that they're trying to see if you do. The way they're looking at you, staring at you, the vibration, the way they are looking you up and down to see if you're finally going to care what they may be thinking about you. This is why you need to keep your eyes on the prize that you want. You need to keep your eyes on your vision. If it's not somebody that you want, there's no point in focusing on them. If it's not a dream that you want, don't focus on it. Because it may just be a trap to distract you to care what it thinks about you. And this is a very important video. Hi everybody. Hi present moment. Good rising. Hi most high love. Welcome. We have a member in the house. Welcome. Some people are doing Jedi mind tricks. They want you to care about what they think because they feel like they won over you. If they didn't win over you in their mind in the looks department or in the intellect department, then they feel like they won over you for the fact that they got you to care what they think and you don't even know them. Or they've already hurt you, yet you care what they think. They don't do you, yet you care what they think. Stop giving people delusional ego validation, where their ego is way too big than it should be. And they didn't even do the work to have that ego. Except getting you to care what they think. Y'all, I'm just having a real talk. Real talk. Look, there's narcissists everywhere. We have a huge population of narcissists. 77% are masculine energy narcissism. Okay, 77. Now the feminine energy is growing right now. It's growing in narcissism. I give it a couple years and it'll be caught up. It'll be even. It might be 50-50. Okay, or if it's 50-50, then the feminine energy is hiding better than the masculine narcissism energy. It's hiding better, and that's not good. Well, we could get into why that's really bad if that's happening, but that'll be in another video. Because we have so many narcissists, we must remember that means there's probably a bunch of people out here just looking to see if you care what they think. Because narcissists, they think that you care so much what they think. Why do you think they're quick to tear you down and kick you while you're down and get in your way and not respect your boundaries and stonewall you and give you silent treatments? They think that you care a lot about what they think, even whatever they're not saying. They think you care so much about what their energy is up to. The moment you stop caring out here, you take a lot of the power back. When you stop caring about what people think, you start to narrow it down to who the divine ones. You start to attract more divine ones. Because you know what? A lot of divine ones, they're trying to get to that point. A lot of divine ones have been trained to overly care what people think. They have been trained by their narcissistic parents to overly care what people think. So when you stop caring what people think about you and what people got to say, and you didn't do nothing but walk down the street, you didn't do nothing but show up and do your job, you didn't do nothing but be the way you got to be. When you stop doing that, when you stop caring about what people think about that, you start to attract more people who are higher vibration. Because people who are so bent on caring about what people think, they may be going through something that's keeping their energy on a roller coaster, up and down. So their confidence and their self-esteem is struggling. Now let's keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. We know that our self-esteem be taking major hits when we're divine. We know that when we got our energy real high, the wicked energy love to attack our self-esteem. Okay? So you have to stop caring so much about what other people think so that you can teach other divine ones how to be that way. You can show them how with your vibration. Okay? We set examples with our energy alone. You can help people grow or hold people down by your energy alone. We underestimate the power of just energy, of nothing being said. Okay? Why do you think that there's some people who move like you? Because they want your energy voice. They want the voice of your energy. That energy that says, I'm happy even though everybody around me ain't happy. I'm still staying happy. I don't care what nobody think, and even though everybody around me wants me to. There's people that would just love to get to that point. They're working very hard to get to that point. When you get to that point, you will realize your life is longer than you think it is. You will not be like, my life is short, I wasted my time. You won't feel that way because you will truly start living your best life. Automatically, you will get to those checkpoints, more checkpoints energetically, to the energy checkpoints through your day. It will just happen naturally. Okay? You'll look better. You'll feel better. You'll look better because you are looking the way you look. And if you look the way you want to look, then you're obviously not caring about what anybody think. Y'all, this is a deep, but I want y'all to hang in here with me, okay? Y'all do not want to sip from this can. Hold on, y'all. We're going to take a brief break. I'm going to see if I can find me a straw. I'm going to go in my cabinet and get me a straw. Okay? I'll be right back. Somebody put 5 on the clock. Be careful about seeing 5s or 555s. Okay? You could have someone that keeps on like trying to bring your vibration down, or someone harvesting your energy. You know, trying to pull you out of the top level abundant energy. So be careful about seeing those 5s. Only time I saw those 5s is when I see 5s, it's when someone got me locked into caring about what they think and what they got to say. Like when a conversation got messy, or I'm thinking about an old messy conversation that I had with someone, an old messy moment, and then I'm trying to like get unstuck and get out of the stagnant energy. So just be careful of those 5s, okay? You don't want to see 5s a lot. But I'll be back, okay? Let me get a straw, okay? All right. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, everybody, I'm back. I'm back. Holy Spirit told me to wake up and have a banana today. Wake up and have a banana. We know the bananas is good for energy, muscle building, and potassium. But what are bananas? Bananas look yellow, right? Yellow and green. It's no different than having sunshine. Okay? Also, because you sleep all night, so your body is not, your muscles haven't been used for 8 hours straight because you're sleeping. So you actually do need your bananas when you wake up. Good energy boost. So put some honey and some brown sugar on your banana. Like literally chop the banana up, put like a tablespoon of brown sugar on it and some honey. Okay? And you can actually put low-fat yogurt on top, and that would be like a nice little energy boost in the morning. Hi, everybody. We have 24 people. Why did I say 44? I guess somebody was seeing fours lately. Somebody saw 444. I just got like 4 4s. So be careful seeing those fours. Some of y'all might have been feeling like spell work was on y'all, maybe on your diet, or maybe on your energy or something over the last week, because I don't know why I just heard 444. Okay. So let me give you some downloads that I got, but also shown to me, okay? Confirmation that was confirmed. Some of y'all, some of us, divine ones, one way that we're going to succeed is we would need to have a job in which we are doing community service. Look, when you do community service jobs, you don't care what people think. You don't. You know that you're favored. You know that you didn't fed and help people. So like, even if you're disabled, even if you got cracks or bumps or bad things about your skin that people judge, you don't care because you got plenty of love, and people are walking away thinking positive about you because you did community service. So I find that working in community service is very important and important for divine ones to survive out here. So if you can work as an environmentalist, if you can work in feeding people, there's nothing wrong with being a cafeteria lady at the elementary schools. There's nothing wrong with having a little food stand, a farmer stand outside and feeding the community and having free food giveaways sometime. There's nothing wrong with opening up some sort of market or something, or just joining some group and you may offer free resources, or you work for a nonprofit organization. Look, you will always be taken care of if you do community service and you contribute. You be a contributor. Okay? The thing is that you have to get in alignment with who you are when whatever you choose to do. At that point, you will not care what no one think. Let me tell y'all, when I worked in community service and I was like taking care of the elderly and doing their activities and taking them on trips and feeding them and making them root beer floats, I was very unbothered. I never went home like, nobody likes me. I'm going to be honest, I really thought I was the stuff. I was a very confident person. I was running out dancing. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to finish my dental work, y'all. I've been struggling with my dental work. Some of y'all know about all these surgeries I've been getting. So my dentist have to do something with my jaw. My jaw is not quite aligned. So sometimes it's hard for me to say certain words. But do I care what people think? No. Okay, so let's continue. I was going dancing every day. I was going to the gym. I was I was going outside every single day after work. I would sit outside for long periods of hours. But I was only able to do that because I knew I was doing a job that I was really needed in and I loved. Whenever you do things that you love and you do it in the way that you love it, you're not caring what people think. I remember I had employees at my old job and they would say, "You don't care what nobody thinks. Nothing bothers you. You're just so an unbothered person." And I was just like, I can't explain. I couldn't explain how I was like that. But then, now that I look back, I know now why I was like that. It's because I was happy with what I was doing. I wasn't doing it for nobody else. I was helping the elderly because I genuinely wanted to do it. Now, I know some of y'all may say, well, some things that I enjoy doing, I don't enjoy doing no more. That's because you started to care what people think. You started to hear other people too much. You started to make other people tell you what you should be enjoying and what should make you happy. Once you start doing it again and you feel the inflow of the joy and happiness from it, then those voices, those echoes of the people who tried to make you think that you wasn't supposed to like it, their voices will fade away. Look, a lot of people don't want you to do things that make you don't care what they think. They know when you're doing things that's keeping you from thinking about them. They know. Especially people who are always tapping into your energy and monitoring you and thirsty to engage in low vibrational conversations with you. They're keeping track of when they're not dominating your energy. So one way to stop caring about what people think is to stop letting people know what you're doing. Let them find out after you're all the way in it. After you're just so caught up in doing what you're doing for months, then you might want to share with people what you've been doing. But if you tell people from the start what you're going to do and what you're doing, of course, they're going to test you to see if you care what they think. Especially people who've done you wrong. Exes that are mad that you dumped them, family members who are mad that you're not really talking to them that much. They're going to test you to see how locked in you are with whatever you're going after, whatever you're doing, whatever you're planning to go after. And they're going to try to get you to care what they think so they can control your decision making and what you are planning to do. So it's better to not tell nobody what your next moves are. You start to be the person who you only care to know what they think. Okay? For a while, you start to have more a connection to your own voice. This is why you think some of the greatest achievers, when they achieved it, nobody saw it coming. Nobody knew what Hemingway was working on. Hemingway was determined never to talk about his writing, never ever to talk about writing once he was done. That it took years after he got the Nobel Prize and all of that for him to even give some writing tips. Why? Because he didn't want to hear what people thought, because he wanted to protect his manifestation, his thought manifestation. Because everything's a manifestation. His thought manifestation that he don't care what no one thinks. He believes and knows he's the best. He's the best. He's one of the best writers. He wanted to protect it. It's hard to stay with that belief that you're one of the best when you're always exposed to what people think. This is why when some people want to finish their books or their art pieces, they go up in the mountains, They don't use technology unless it's offline. They don't engage in social conversations. They become, very kind of antisocial so that they don't have to hear what no one has to say. If that's what you need to do to get locked into only caring what you have to say, then that's what you need to do. That could be what's holding a lot of us back from taking leaps. You can get the skills, you can get the education. A lot of it's out here for free. But the mind, okay, mind connection to yourself and to whatever you're trying to manifest, that is the difficult part. That is what you have to work on. Go harder on that. Because if you already have the skills, if you already know how to get the skills, if you already have the money to get the training, that do not need you to keep thinking about. Okay? And if you're divine, there's times that the skills will be given to you right when you're in flow state. The Holy Spirit will give it to you in flow state. But what they need you to work on is your connection to society. Because all your manifestation, in order for them to get to the next level and in order for them to bring you abundance, they need society. They will always need society. So you need to work on your connection there. Meaning, I'm here to do my job and serve and love life. I'm not here to care what you think. Do the Most High care what we think? When the Most High makes decisions that change our life, when the energetic field of the world collectively starts to change our life in some ways and steer us and lead us different places, do you think that it cares what we think? No, it don't. No, it doesn't. So if you go out here and you don't care what people think, you will automatically give off a vibration that you are the stuff. You will say, I'm the stuff. I know it. And people will feel like you have a power that they don't know, that they wish they had. And they will automatically feel like they have to respect you and not get in your way or not come at you the wrong way. And that's important so that you can just keep it moving. You don't have people energy obstacles in your way. I'm a person where I will experiment. I will energetically chemistry experiment to see if my download is actually the truth, like the absolute truth. And I did that today. And you know what I experienced? I experienced people who were staring at me and staring at me. They were trying so hard. And I can feel that the people who just glanced at me and then when I didn't care, if they said hi, they started staring at me harder. I could feel it in my peripheral vision. And then when I came back around the people, they did the same. And I just felt such like low self-esteem energy all around me. It got louder. But then when I went to buy something in the store, I noticed that the cashiers were treating me better. Now don't get it twisted. Not caring an F about what people think don't mean being mean. That it doesn't mean being mean. It doesn't mean being hard. It means what you think about me is none of my business. And I put out that vibration that it's none of my business. I mean, you can literally teach someone how to treat you through your spoken spell work. Now, I know people are saying, oh, I'm out of here. All words and languages are spell work. Even if you don't say them out loud. Where if they're in your mind, it's still spell work. You have a right to use language as protection. Okay? So if you say in your mind, what you think about me is none of my business. What everybody think about me, none of my business. What everybody think about me is none of my business. And you do that, okay? You start to be comfortable with being an extrovert at times. You will notice that people won't waste their time trying to think negative thoughts towards you, and you won't feel them, so you know they're not doing it. I don't know why people try to act like we can't feel people's thoughts. I can feel people's thoughts. I don't know about y'all, but I can. If you're an empath, you should be able to feel people's thoughts. You will notice that the feeling of other people's thoughts. Now, I can explain how you feel their thoughts, but that's a different video. You will start to feel like their thoughts. It's not so about you. You'll be like, oh, this seems like they're not really thinking. I don't feel like they're thinking about me, because I feel like they got my thought of what you think about me is none of my business and I don't care. See, people are like, why even think of you that way or feel that way of you when I can feel that you don't care? They'll know they're wasting their energy. They'll know. Now, some of them may, some people out here may go in harder, and they may start thinking, more negative about you and saying more negative and being too comfortable with what they're saying. But you can vanquish it. Say, what you're saying is none of my business. How you feel about me is none of my business. You can literally just say that straight to somebody. Like the moment when they just give you unsolicited feedback on how you look and how you dress and what you eating and all of that, and they ain't your boo and they're not your loving mama, say, cut them right off. What you are saying is none of my business. There's people who never think you're going to say that out loud. They will never see that coming. Okay? They will actually have a jaw-dropping moment. They'll be like, did you just say this is none of my business? and you say, yeah, it's none of my business. You can say it with your mind when you feel like someone may be thinking something negative, and when your intuition picks up that somebody's shading you, you can say, it's none of my business. None of my business. Okay? And they will feel it. They may not be as intuitive to know exactly what you're saying, but they will feel it. They'll feel that you went, talk to the hand. Okay? They'll feel that. Now, they might give you a dirty look, but who cares? They got the vibration message, didn't they? Okay? Now, and if they try to energy gaslight you and like make you feel like you're paranoid, don't pay attention to that. You know that your intuition has been right most of the time. It's never led you astray. Intuition is God speaking to you. So you trust your intuition also when you decide who to tell energetically. I don't care about what you think. And the people who need to get that energetically from you, it's the people who have the audacity to know what minority group. If you're a minority, they know what minority group you're in. But they will sit up there and give you a look up and down, but don't speak. Those are the people. Those are the people who stare at you too long without speaking. Those are the people who want you to care what they think. Because I know, as a divine one, I'm not going to stare at someone past in 4 seconds and don't say, how you doing? If they're not compelled to say, how are you? When I'm compelled to say, how are you? And I'm divine, because I know what I do and I don't do. That's how I know that I'm divine. So and they're not compelled to say how you doing when I'm compelled to. I already know that person wants me to care what they think. So I already know right away they need to get the little, the message. What you think about me is none of my business. Hi, everybody. Look, some people are getting even with people that you don't know through getting you to care about what they think. They had somebody that maybe looked like you, maybe the same race as you, maybe dressed like you, and that person did not care what they thought. So they then picked you out to see if you'll take their place. If you will care what they thought, care what they think. Okay? So you have to also have that mindset of I don't care what you think, so that person will learn to project that energy to the person that needs it. Whatever they thinking about you and don't know you, whatever they saying about you and don't know you, they need to send that to the person that they should have been sent that to. They got the wrong person. Y'all, this is real. Okay. All right. So, I want to get more into not giving an F even more. Look, some of y'all need to stop giving an F about these matrix scripts. The matrix tell you that you got to fake it till you make it. Or people won't believe you're divine. People won't support you. People won't think that you're favored. The favored people are the people who may not have nothing, but they have everything coming to them intellectually. The most favored people are the people who are guided in their life purpose, who are guided in their creativity. But the matrix tell you that you're not. You have to stop caring an F about all these matrix scripts. All of them. If you got a YouTube channel and you living in a tent under the bridge, and you're not doing YouTube because you don't want nobody to see that you living in a tent, then you care what people think. Then you care, okay? You do a YouTube video with you teaching why you living in a tent, your videos may go viral. You may get all kind of money. But the reason why you didn't do it because you care what people think. I see people on YouTube doing videos living in their car, living in sheds. Some of them are making more money than me and you, just from YouTube. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. You know why they got there? Because they don't care what people think. People will always judge you negatively of something that they're scared to do. That they're scared to do. So if you want to do it, do it. Hi, everybody. Hi, some bananas that showed up. Bananas. I love bananas. I love bananas. Bananas, bananas. Y'all just don't know. This is such an important fruit for divine ones. Okay, this is energy. This is muscle care. This is why y'all think the gorillas look the way they look. Okay? We know, let's keep it real. We know the gorillas and all of them is related to us. Let's keep it real. Okay? Gorillas. Okay, let's keep it real. I don't want to say it because I don't want anybody to get offended. I'm not offended to say that gorillas are related to me. I'm not offended. I see it as a compliment. Gorillas are strong, they're powerful, they built like a brick house, and they ain't to be played with. Okay? And they eating their bananas. When we see these monkeys out here And they swinging and swinging. Their energy is all strong. They all energetic. They're eating their bananas. Period. Okay? Y'all, we doing too much. We doing way too much. Okay? You don't see gorillas eating big salads. I mean, y'all, just think about how we've been tricked. We eat all these salads because we scared that if we don't eat salads, people will say, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why don't you eat salads? Don't you know you're supposed to eat salads? Let me tell y'all, this is about how much of a salad I have. I have maybe a little can of vegetable juice, a little palm full of salad like this a day. A day, that's it. Little kids are running around and all they had was a little handful of a salad. But you know what? You know why I started eating big salads a few years ago? It's because I cared what people thought. Oh, you don't eat enough salads, so you ain't tapped in. You ain't getting all your energy. You don't got enough iron. Let me tell you, I got more energy now and eating less salads than I had when I was eating big salads. Make it make sense. So, I remember I used to order my food in a way because I was scared what people would say. Like, if I sit here and I just eat a bowl full of yogurt and bananas and oatmeal, people gonna say, why ain't you got no protein on your plate? Where's your salad? See, that was me caring about what people think. When I used to walk around afraid to feel oiled, I cared about what people think. But as soon as I start oil in this body, y'all, I will go out here oiled from head to toe now. The Egyptians, empresses did it. But we care too much about what people think, and it's destroying our health. It's ruining our lives, y'all. Okay? Ladies, some of y'all are caring way too much what people think. Y'all scared that to do things with y'all body that you know you got to do, but you're scared what people think. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. $5 on the live by Divine Time. Thank you very much. Ladies, y'all got to go ahead. Look, if you want a house full of stuff, go right ahead. If you're using it all, why do you care what people think? I have loads of stuff in this house. I have so much stuff in this house that people might say, how is she dealing with that? But every single thing in here I'm using. Every single thing will bring me abundance one day. All that stuff in my kitchen is going to be at yard sales when I die. My daughter's going to be sitting on a fat nest egg. I can do everything I can do in here. Everything I can do out there that I want to do out there. Books, creativity, I can do right here. The library shut down, I'm okay. If you don't want to be a minimalist, don't be a minimalist. Stop caring what people think about your life choices. You know what works for you. If you're not a lady that don't want to wear dresses, don't wear dresses. I don't want to dress up every day. I don't want to dress up every day. I'm sick and tired of the mind control on me as a female. It's just too much mind control on Empress energy. It's like all day, every day. All day, every day. Why do I have to have my hair curly? Why can't I just have my hair twisted like this? Like my Native American ancestors wore their hair. Why can't I have it like this? Why do I have to have curly hair? Why do I have to wear dresses every day? Why can't I show my legs whenever I feel like it? Why am I a street walking prostitute if I show my thighs? See, y'all, look, stop caring about that. Okay? Y'all, let me tell y'all, I wear 2 hairdos. Thank you very much. But when I was doing too much with my hair, it's because I was caring about what people thought. Now I don't do too much with my hair, y'all. I do two styles. Two. Two styles, and that's it. It's either in an afro, natural afro, or it's twisted like this, or it's braided. I don't do two strand twist unless it's chunky ones. Why? Because I care more about my time than faking like I have Italian people's hair. Now, that's just my personal opinion. When you get into the two strand twist, you're putting gel in there and it's starting to like imitate Italian people's hair and all of that. No, no. This takes me less than an hour to do. I have more time than people who are doing their hair because they care about what people think. While there's people sitting 16 hours or 7 hours or 4 hours or 3 hours to get hairdos, to look flawless, to look like what everybody wants, or to because they care what people think, they are wasting their time. My hair is done. I'm already doing what I want to do. And they're still getting their hair done. And this is something to think about. When you care too much what people think, you give them control over your time. Okay? Exactly. What is the name of the game out here? It's how to give yourself more of your own time. How to get more time out of your day that you know that made you happy. There's nothing happy about sitting 6 hours and 7 hours for a hairdo. Sitting there, just sitting there, hearing someone else's mouth, hearing their problems. Y'all are just talking about your problems. There's nothing fun about that. There's just really nothing fun about that. Sitting around for 9 hours doing your own hair for 4 hours. After the third hours, you know that it feels like slavery, like you're slaving for yourself. My thing is, if anything about me takes more than an hour to do, I'm probably attention seeking. I'm probably being thirsty for other people's approval. I care too much about what other people think. I was the queen of caring about what people thought about my hair. I was the queen. I used to sit 10 to 16 hours. Ask my family. I would get off of work at 5 p.m. This was back in 2011, y'all. I would get off of work, and this was from 2005 2000 to 2011. I would get off of work at 6 o'clock, and I would literally sit all the way up until 3 a.m. in the morning getting my hair done. I think about that now, and it's like, why didn't nobody go here to get me counseling? Like, why didn't someone get a therapist in and do divine intervention and intervene? Because I wasn't in my mind. You're right, I was not right in my mind. And I would get 4 hours of sleep and go to work and be an assistant director, taking care of elderly people all day, pushing wheelchairs, lifting bodies, cooking, moving chairs all day, running up and down. I mean, I was doing at least about 15,000 steps a day, y'all. I'm telling y'all, no lie. That's how much running I was doing on my job. That I had a six-pack. I was super skinny. Plus, I was running 2 hills and a bridge every single day to work and home. And then running and going to get my hair done. All the way till 3 a.m. in the morning. And let's not forget, I was getting up to take care of my daughter, too. Take care of my daughter. Get her to daycare. Can you imagine all the time I could have spent? All the time I could have spent writing my bestseller books. I knew I was a writer then. Can you imagine all the time I could have spent even more time with my daughter? Even more time. More time I could have spent with family members who were aging at that time, who I loved and cared about. I'm having real talks with y'all. Now you see, when you care too much about what people think, you miss out. You miss out on the time you could have spent with people who were dying and you didn't know they were dying, because the Creator don't always tell you when when someone's being taken out of your life. You miss out on that. You miss out on opportunities. You miss out on your youth, your childhood, all the fun you could have had. You miss out on all of that. Back in the 90s, we might have sat 6 hours to get our hair braided one time during the winter. Other than that, we were at the salon no more than 2 hours or an hour and a half at the most. Once a week. Once a week. Because we did care about our time. I don't know why people hate on the 90s so bad. We did care about our time. My childhood, my teenage years flew. Because that's just how abundant my years were. That's just how much time I got out of my teenage years. That I was just doing this and that and having fun and having fun and having fun and having fun. I would go to work and immediately go have fun. Because I didn't care what anyone thought. I would get off of work and go fishing, hiking, biking, traveling, dancing, singing, you name it. Art clubs, you name it, I did it. I had 2012. I had 2012 through 14 fly by fast. Why? Because I was having the time of my life. I did not care what people thought. I went to Virginia on a spur of a moment, on a vacation out of nowhere. I only had 1 hour to pack and go. I went to Florida. I went to Georgia. I went to Tennessee. I went to Chattanooga. I went to Chicago. I went to New York, y'all. It was like you would have thought I was famous. I was just going places. I was going to different lakes, different wonderful cities and festivals, and trying different food and cultures, and y'all, because I didn't care what anyone thought. I met wonderful people, rich people, people that, cash rich, and people that weren't, and everybody was the same. I wasn't, first of all, because I wasn't caring what people thought, I also was less judgmental. I wasn't so critical. I wasn't so like, oh, maybe I need to be critical of you because you're critical of me. That didn't happen. I started to see people for their spirit and their energy. I started to be focusing on that. I also was not so judgmental of people who were being toxic. I was just like, well, I don't really care what you think, so you can be toxic all day. So I remember feeling that way. I remember going to karaoke, and people would be toxic, okay? What we would consider toxic, but it was never really toxic to me because I really didn't care what they thought. I really didn't care what they had to say about me. So they was able to, I remember hanging out with my karaoke crew, which I'll be hanging out with again soon, okay? I have a little karaoke crew. But my cousin who can sing, okay, he always gives me singing tips and motivates me in singing. He's a naturally gifted singer. I have naturally gifted musicians and singers in my family. And when I was hanging out with him and other singers, and they would be cutting up at the karaoke, y'all. It was like comedy night. Had everybody in the karaoke laughing. Everybody was laughing because we were singing songs and changing the lyrics and rewriting and doing parodies of the song, parodies, whatever you want to call it. And it was a grand old time, but we did not care. You'll never be as funny as you want to be. You'll never be as witty as you need to be if you care what everybody think. You'll never have the glow that you want. You'll say, oh, I can't drink that extra glass of wine because someone's going to call me a wino. You will care. You will care what people think. That's what I love, because you care what people think. That's what I love about Johnny Depp. He just doesn't care what anyone thinks. People think he's weird. People think that he's, He wakes up and he has this big glass of wine. People say, oh, he's a drunk. He doesn't care. He wakes up in the morning and he has a whole full band going on in his house. He literally wakes up with a band, okay, during the day, early in the day, and they have a band going on and all of that, and he's drinking. I'm sure he had neighbors talking about him, whatever. He doesn't care. If he tears up a hotel room because he's angry, he replaces it and he pays for it. And he doesn't care what anyone say. You will never live your life to the fullest until you just stop. Y'all, just stop. Like, let me tell y'all. Y'all love the smell of raspberry, y'all. I love the smell of raspberry. It smells so good. People will always try to find something about you to take you down a notch. You know, they say, oh, you fine. Oh, let me find something. So why even care what people think? Why even care? I have neighbors around here, and they literally won't even go outside. They don't ever go outside because they care what people think. They slapping these raggedy wigs on, because they care what people think. They say, I don't want to shave all my hair off and start over because I care what people think. I'll just put this tired wig on that looks like a clown show that's cheap. See, y'all, Y'all know on this channel, I done told y'all my dentist surgery escapades. I call them escapades because I go through so much dental work, y'all. It's real. And why do I have so much dental work? Because genetically, I wasn't born with genetically strong teeth. My enamel has never been strong. And it got worse when I got pregnant. Okay? When I got pregnant, my enamel started to go. I developed a vitamin absorption problem. So my teeth are not as strong. It can't resist sugar as much. And it can't fight like eating nuts. My teeth will break. But what I'm telling you is that I'm still talking. I'm still talking to y'all. I have done videos on this channel with my mouth swollen, right after dental surgery, you can see my face is bigger than it should be. And I just didn't care. I just didn't care. I'm getting false teeth soon. I'm getting other teeth put in here after the last process is done. The third stage, the last stage, and then my investment, my other investment, my third investment in my teeth is going to kick in. I got to do that. Do I care? No. I have teeth. I will be able to eat some things that I can't eat right now. I will be able to not see the dentist 2-3 times extra a year. The point that I'm making with y'all is love yourself and let everybody just deal with they don't like how you doing it. Period. If you don't feel like doing people, that was another thing that I got as a download. Some of y'all, stop giving people an explanation when you don't feel like doing them. You don't feel like doing them. Say, I don't feel like doing people. I don't really want to talk to anybody for a couple days, or not talk too much. I need a people vacation. Do not care what they think. No one is, look, only person you got to see really is God and your kids and your babies. If they're good to you, your grown kids, if they're good to you. Your babies and your boo, if they're good to you. That's all. Some of y'all don't feel like, if y'all just don't feel like supporting even your influencers, say, I don't feel like it right now. I'm just going to be by myself. If you make excuses and you give explanations, then you care. That's the way. That's how you know you care. You're giving explanations. You know, when I was deep into that energy of I don't give a f, I'm going to dance in this party on in the middle of the floor if I want to, or do what I want to do. People were calling me conceited, arrogant. I remember this one dude was like, "Can't nobody tell you nothing." I was like, "I don't care." He was like, "See what I'm talking about?" I found out later he was a narcissist. He has a history of abusing women and all of that. So he was triggered by the fact that he met a woman in a nightclub who did not care what he thought about her. And I'm sharing my life, you know, so that y'all will understand how, as a collective, we have been tricked. Over the last 10 years, that was one of the biggest tricks that our country and society has did on us, has made us hide ourselves away until the point we care what people think. Because the more you care what people think, the more you hide yourself away. And the more you hide yourself away, the more the rich get richer, y'all. I'm telling you, they out here, the rich don't care what you think. They really don't. They out here getting downloads and ideas, and they getting the ideas that's floating around out here. While we're like, oh no, I care what people think, so I'm not going out. No. No, I still got 10 more pounds to lose, so I'm not going out. See that right there? While you got the girl from Precious, the movie Precious, she 200 and something pounds or 300 pounds. She don't care what people think. She's getting married. She's out here. She's taking pictures, enjoying her best life. If you're around good people, kind people, if that's who you're choosing to be around, then what is the need to care what people think? Until people really prove that they're worthy of your time, why are you giving them more than a minute of your time? They get a minute. They get a minute until they are like, they pass your test, your own personal test that you give people to decide whether they're worthy of your time. Until they pass that test, they should get a minute. Because you don't have time to be pulled into someone telling you what they think when you didn't ask. Hi, the great. You know, this is going to be very weird, but I used to care that if people thought I was too light. I used to care about that, y'all. Isn't that wild? Like, I used to care that in the African American community, I wasn't dark enough. You know how some people think that they're not light enough? I used to think that if I went out with my friends, people would not think I was dark enough. I used to be like, maybe I should go to a tanning salon and get myself darker. Because like all my friends they were all dark skinned. They were all mostly darker than me. You know, they were gorgeous, dark skinned women. And everyone liked them, you know? And I used to be like, maybe I'm not dark enough. But when I stopped caring whether I was dark enough, that's when I started attracting. That's when I started attracting the people that I'm supposed to attract. Okay? That's when the people who would like me for me, they started being pulled towards me. I started attracting, you know, handsome guys and being asked on dates. You know, I know this is weird for some of y'all to hear, but I was like the lightest person in my crew. You know, I was like, and so I was one of those people who was like, is anyone going to say I'm not dark enough? You know, because I have family members who are all darker than me. Besides my little sister, everyone else is darker than me. Besides my sister and my mom and dad, my little sister, everyone else is darker than me. So I felt insecure about that. I felt very insecure. So what is the point? What is the point? Okay? It's too much work keeping up with what other people think. I wanted to give y'all this video because some of y'all, that could be what's holding you back. Okay? You can still be kind, be honest, and still not care what people think. Not caring an F. If you know when you know if you're a lady, a female, and you know that when you wear sporty clothes, you feel more comfortable, then do it. You know, y'all, I have a little scar here on my face from an allergy reaction. Y'all, this actually came from toothpaste. I literally had an allergic reaction to toothpaste that I bought. I didn't know that when I wiped my hand and I touched my face with the toothpaste and it literally burnt me, like burnt me. I'm not wearing no foundation to hide it because I really don't care. Okay, this is this good old-fashioned glow. This is good old-fashioned sunshine. All I got on is lip gloss. My point, ladies, is live your life. I'm not going to tell men what to do, okay? I could give advice, but I'm not going to tell men what to do. But ladies, live your life on your terms. Okay? And I felt like I just had to do that. Now, let me give a little bit of guidance out. I did get today to make sure that you're watching your energy levels. Something about that, I don't know. Maybe there's something irritating our energy, or people people that's low energy trying to get our energy. So, make sure, if you want to have sugar in your diet, go right ahead. You've been lied to about sugar. Let me share this about sugar. Okay? If sugar is so bad for you, how come back in the 90s some of the best music was created? 80s and 70s, and people were eating sugar. People were eating sugar. So I hope that the brainwashing of I can't eat candy because I'm over 40, and people will say, why are you eating candy? You're not connected to God. That's not true. That's not true. I tested it. I told you I will test stuff. So I don't really feel like I want to do any other type of guidance as far as using the old resources. I will use this book because I feel like I need to talk to empresses especially. All right. Be careful. Somebody might be wanting you to have revenge or whatever. All right. All right. Something about learning from experience. So one of the guidance that they gave me to give you is to learn from experience. Experiences teaches, it is true, but she never teaches in time. So I guess your message, your party message, is to experience life. Okay, do something, have fun. Do something playful. Enjoy your life. Okay, it came out in this book, Experience. So I will give members a couple of these, and I will also give any additional downloads. So once again, if you want to join me on my my new location, you can send me your name, a screenshot of your YouTube, and let me know that you want the link to my new location. I'll be doing more guidance there. I hope y'all will join me on my lifestyle channel. I will be renaming. So I'm not here to preach. I'm here to teach and lead by example. So if you want to follow what I do, join my lifestyle channel. I'm going to be renaming it. One of the reasons why I'm going to be renaming it is because I have some people who I'm sick and tired of stalking me. They won't stop stalking me, and all they're doing is putting my name in YouTube. So I really want to protect my energy. So I will have a new name, and I will be doing some fun things on my lifestyle channel from now on. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, y'all will get to see different things. Okay, I'm trying to live a more spontaneous life like I used to. I'm going back to the 90s. I am leaving. I'm leaving the late 2000s. I don't have time for it anymore. I just can't do this script, this worldwide low vibrational script that everybody's following. This low key, low vibrational. I just want to do leapfrog every day, all day. And if you want to follow me, join my lifestyle channel. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Okay? Thanks for watching. Y'all, we're living in a world where, see, that person thinks people care. It's just, it's something else, y'all. I don't know what to say. You know, those are the people that want people to care about what they think. Is when they just push religion at you. That was something else, y'all. That was synchronicity. I got that as a download. I was going to give it to my members. Religion. Religion is teaching you to care what people think. Religion. It is, y'all. It is. You want to be this way. Religion say don't be that way. You want to look the way you want to look. Religion say you don't look that way. And the more you follow, instead of tapping into God, the more you follow these man-made religions out here, the more the matrix starts to teach you to care what it thinks. Do y'all know that religion controls you financially? It's low-key doing it. It do. It's no different than a 9-to-5 job employer. It's controlling your financial growth. It is. It says, just go ahead, you're a female, be a Susie Homemaker. That way, you don't go for creative breakthroughs. That way, you don't think for yourself. You're totally relying on someone else's intuition, and you don't tap into God because you're just supposed to go stay at home and take care of the kids and be the homemaker and all of that, right? So it's controlling women, especially financially. Especially. It's making women very codependent and dependent on energy that's not theirs. This is why a lot of women are stuck. Stuck when their husbands pass. They're stuck when their uncles and brothers are gone. They're stuck. They're stuck. Yeah. And if you're a slave, slaves, their money was controlled, right? There wasn't one slave during Civil War time that was in control of their financial growth. So that just tells you, when you choose religion, okay, man-made religion, it determines what you can wear, your life choices, how you, personality of everything. And all of that is significant to determining your money flow. Why you think you hardly ever hear too many people getting rich following man-made religion? You hardly ever hear that. If anything, a lot of them, they lose money, and they're like, I keep on lose, like money leaving me as fast as it's coming. Because you're giving money to the church, the man-made religion, you're buying the church stuff. You got to dress a certain way, you got to live a certain way, you got an image to keep up with. Mm-mm. Okay, y'all. Thanks for listening. I know one thing. I meet a lot of people that's religious, and they seem to care too much about what people think. They do. There's a lot of Christians around here who go to Christian church every weekend, and my intuition tells me they care a lot about what people think. They will only talk to people that they see as rich or got a whole lot big 8-bedroom homes but living in a home alone. That tells me right there they care about what people think. Those people are never going to have the creative breakthroughs that I had. They're never going to reach genius or mastery in something. They're never going to. They're going to always depend on the 9-to-5 job or someone leaving them some money when they die. That they're always going to depend on that. But if that's how they want it, then that's how they want it. Okay, y'all. Thanks for listening. Bye. If you'd like to send an appreciation cash donation, you can send it to my Cash App at Coach V Hunter, or you can send it to my PayPal. Thank you for the donations and any wonderful comments that you post. Please keep the comments positive. If you respond to this video, the commenting section will not be on. Okay? Y'all will notice that if I upload videos twice a week on this channel, people can't comment. I'm just trying to keep the energy clear. Okay? I've been talking and trying to tell people, stop being negative on this channel, but I guess it doesn't work. I guess I got to keep the comments off except when I do live videos. Okay, bye everybody.